So the draw is that Cristiano Ronaldo? Is Ronaldo doing the draw? I can't put the volume too high. They'll copyright it. So the Champions League has changed these days. How are you doing, Aki? I'm doing good. Take your time. We got awards given to Gigi and Ronaldo. So before the Ronaldo, so I've missed that part, but yes, the draw hasn't been made. So for the guys asking how the Champions League draw is going to be conducted, every team is going to face two teams from each pot. So you're going to have a home game and an away game from each pot. So, for example, Arsenal, we could be drawn against Real Madrid away from home, and then PSG at home. So those will be our two teams from pot one, and then we'll have another two teams from pot two teams from pot three, two teams from pot four. It's going to be very interesting, man. Things are different now. I think the reason why they've done that, obviously, we know, it's money fast, more games, more money. But they've said because teams like Man City and teams like Real Madrid, by the time they play 3-4 group games, they've already finished their job and they don't really take the fifth game and the sixth game seriously. They don't want that anymore. They want every single Champions League game to be important from the first one to the last one. So that is why they've changed the format as well as money, obviously. So there's that. Money and more football, yeah, and more competitiveness. Because, for example, if like there's one more game to go, instead of resting players, if you're like fifth on that table and number 10 on that table and number 9 are like only 2 points behind you, there's a chance they could all overtake you. So you have to win your final game as well, just to make sure you qualify in the top 8 and progress straight to the round of 16. If you don't progress in the round of 16 straight, you're going to go to a round of 32. So playoffs before, and then you qualify for the round of 16. So it's complicated, but I have understood it. When you understand something, but it's hard to explain it. That's how I'm feeling right now. But hey, more games, I guess. There's no easy games. Every team will have an easy game. Every team will have a hard game. That is how it's going to be. So let's see. Moses says, thanks for your updates, Glenn. Apart from UCL draws, we will do the transfer videos after this, Moses. I've already recorded one. It's going to be out after this. I was just about to say that, Trey, more Champions League fantasy fun. So I will have a video for that tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. So they're about to start the draws. So pot 1, pot 2, pot 3. Let me put it on this screen. So Real Madrid, obviously in pot 1. We also have Man City in pot 2, Bayern Munich in pot 3, PSG in pot 4, Liverpool in pot 4. What am I saying? I'm all over the place. Real Madrid, Man City, Bayern, Paris, Liverpool, Inter Milan, Dortmund, Leipzig, and Barcelona all in pot 1. So we'll be facing two teams from that. And then pot 2, Leverkusen, Atletico Madrid, Atalanta, Juventus, Benfica, Arsenal, Club Brugge, Shakhtar, and Milan. We will be facing two teams from that pot as well. And then pot 3, Feyenoord, Sporting, PSV, Dinamo Zagreb, Salzburg, Lille, Red Star Belgrade, Young Boys, and Celtic. We'll be facing another two teams from that. And then pot 4, Bratislava, Monaco, Sparta Prague, Aston Villa, Bologna, Girona, Stuttgart, Graz, and Brest. You'll be facing two teams from that pot as well. As usual, you can't face teams from your own country. That is still the same. So we can't play Man City. We can't play Aston Villa and all of those teams. I have a cold, by the way, so I'm pushing through this, but don't worry. Good evening, says John. Jordan says, good evening, which strikers will buy. We'll talk about transfers after this. Let's focus on the draw. Jordan, there will be videos. There will be a couple of videos after this. Well done, brother, says John. Megan, are we expecting a Ford? I'm going to say yes. We're definitely expecting a Ford. And Don says good evening. So let's see. We will find out which teams are going to play right now, and we're definitely going to need some forwards, to face the likes of Real Madrid and Ray and Mbappe's and those guys. We're going to need a good squad. You're going to need a very, very good squad. Actually, I've looked at all the teams and their fixtures and how their fixtures are arranged. There's a week where, let's say we're going to play Real Madrid in the first game. Let's just say we're going to have, obviously after the international break, we're playing Tottenham and then Man City. So we could have a week where we have Tottenham on a Sunday, Real Madrid on a Wednesday, Man City on a Sunday in the same week. And so just not match day 1 only. Also in match day, I think 3 or 4, we are also going to play Chelsea and Newcastle away in the same week. And we could also have a game there away to like a Bayern Munich or something. So you need a squad. You definitely need a squad. Defensively, we are totally fine. Midfield-wise, you're totally fine. But forward line, all those games, we don't want a situation where we're depending on Saka to play every single game. If Trossard doesn't score in a bit of problems, like, no, we don't want that. We definitely need forward players. So there's a video that is coming out immediately after this. They're still explaining the Champions League format. It is very complicated for someone who is new to football. You'd be very confused by all of this. But we are lucky that we are used to the Champions League and everything. But let's see how it goes. But this time, no longer I'm going to have groups. We're only going to have the league. So you have to collect as many points as you can and finish in the top 8 to progress to the round of 16. Let's see. Hope you feel better soon, says RK. Thank you. Greetings from Freetown, Sierra Leone, says John. We need to play Barcelona, says Ahmad. It's been long. It's been a long time since we played Barcelona. Charles says, let's have Barcelona and Madrid. Possible, very possible. But if you're given Barcelona and Madrid is Barcelona in Pot 1 as well, right? Yeah, so if you're given Barcelona and Madrid, that means we can't face any other team from Spain. So we won't be able to face Atletico in our group. So it's very complicated. So that is why they're no longer doing the draws like by hand, like picking up a ball and showing the team. They're doing it by computer. So yeah, if they said if they did it like manually, it will take like 4 hours to do the draw. So that would be crazy. But let's see the new format, I guess. More teams, I guess, if you win it, more prestigious, I guess. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Don. And God will continue to bless you as you continue to make us happy here, bro. Let's hope us will make us happy, Don. Let's hope we make a big signing between now and tomorrow. So there's a video coming up after this, but I had to do this live stream. I've already recorded one, so it's going to come immediately after this. And tomorrow, I'll be live, and there's going to be a lot of videos throughout the day. So live streams like 3 or 4 tomorrow on deadline day. I think this time we are going to have a lot of business getting done. Who try to do a live stream with the running cold? It's crazy. It's quite hard. The things we do for Arsenal, man. The things we do for Arsenal. Software generated, as Ray says. So Pot 1 is the first one. Let them bring Barcelona, says Don. So let me know. There's 303 of you on Facebook and YouTube. If you support us or any other team, which teams you want to face from Pot 1? So you're going to be given 2 teams from Pot 1, apart from Man City and Liverpool. So it's either going to be Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, PSG, Inter Milan, Dortmund, Leipzig, and Barcelona. We are going to face 2 teams from that pot. So let me know which 2 teams you want to face from that pot. I wouldn't mind facing Bayern Munich again. Let's see. Let me remove one earphone so I can hear what they're saying. So let's go to this. I think they've started the draw now. So Man City. Man, this is computer generated. This is so crazy. So they're literally pressing a button. Wow. And then the computer does its job. I want Real Madrid, says Moses. This new format looks complicated, says Musa. Yeah, when you look at it first, it looks complicated, but I sat down and I heard what they had to say for like an hour, and then I understood it. So basically, you need to make sure you finish in the top 8. So you're going to play 8 games. You're going to play each team once. There's no home and away anymore. You're going to play each team once from 2 teams from each pot. So home and away from each pot, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then you have to finish in the top 8. If you finish between 9th and 24th, you're going to go and play playoffs between yourselves. And then if you qualify, you go to the round of 16. Complicated, yes, but just make sure you win your games. At least 5 wins would be enough for you, I think, to finish in the top 8. So basically, you have to beat every single team from pot 3, pot 4. Those teams, you have to beat them, all of them. International. Man City's opponents have been drawn. My goodness, it's computer. Look at this. Man City have been given Inter Milan, PSG, Club Brugge, Juventus, Feyenoord, Sporting, Sparta Prague, and Bratislava. Of course, Man City have been given these teams. Look at these teams. Wow, this is all computer. This is crazy. Who is next? Cristiano Ronaldo's pressed the button. Okay, this is interesting. So Man City's games are done. Still lucky. Man City have been given Club Brugge from pot 2. Oh, this is so different. This is not the one that we're used to. The Champions League draws that we're used to. I want to taste Madrid, says Lonicure. We have ball, says Ray. Of course. Tell us about we'll talk about that wire. City got it easy, of course. Arsenal and Inter. Let's see who is next. This is so complicated, but hey, we'll get through it. Don't worry. So Arsenal have been given Inter Milan. Inter Milan is the first team you're going to play against. Inter Milan is the first team that you've been given. So from pot one, you've been given Inter Milan. Inter Milan is very good defensively. It's been long since we played against them. So we will come to find out whether we're going to wait. Is it away? Yeah, we're going to play them away from home. So it's actually written there, away from home. Okay, interesting. So Inter Milan is the first team you're going to face. Oh yeah, there's no way. Like if you're new to football, there's no way you'd understand what is going on here. Like we are used to football, but this is complicated. Like I'm even surprised. Oh, you're actually playing Inter Milan. This is interesting. Let's see so far. So Man City is done. PSG are going to face Man City and Bayern Munich from pot one. Whew. This is what they want. They want big games to be played. Inter Milan are going to play Leipzig, Man City, Arsenal, Leverkusen, Red Star, Young Boys, Monaco, and Sparta Prague. Okay, Leipzig are going to play Inter Milan. Barcelona are going to play Bayern. Inter Milan are going to also play against. Oh, I'm not going to scroll all the way down. Let's just focus on the big boys. Let's see who is next. Cristiano Ronaldo, Buffon doing the draw. Interesting. Are we going to get? Are we able to get Real Madrid as well? Let's see. Yeah, there's still a chance we could get Real Madrid. Which other team is in pot one? I hope you guys can't hear that too long. These guys could copyright it. Let's see. City got it easy, says Ray. Imagine UCL watcher for the first time. Yeah, this is complicated for someone. We need to reach the semis this time, says Junior. I predicted another quarterfinal, but let's see. I would love the semis. I mean, we were. Joshua says you don't know football. I mean, that is okay. I mean, you can just open your own channel and then we'll follow you. Let's see who is next. Can we get another opponent at least? Dortmund is being drawn now. Let's see. Madrid, no opponents for Madrid yet. Ray, you'll need to keep waiting. Bayern Munich are going to play PSG, Barcelona, Benfica, Shakhtar, Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa will be happy with that. Aston Villa at home to Bayern. I think Aston Villa will be very happy with that. PSG so far, Man City, Bayern. This is crazy. Smith says, is this live? Yes, it is live. I am talking to you right now. Any team at all, but for my team, Arsenal to survive and move to the next stage. Yeah, so we are hoping for. So if that's the case, we don't want to face Real Madrid or someone like that from pot one. Who else can we get from pot one? So Madrid have been given Dortmund from pot one. Is it possible to get Dortmund as well? We are going to face Bayern Munich or Barcelona or someone like that, right? So we can't face Bayern. We can't face PSG. We can't face Liverpool. We can't face Dortmund. We can't face Leipzig. We can't face Barcelona. We can face Leverkusen. We can face Atletico Madrid. I don't know. Those are from pot two. So I think we're going to play against. It could be Real Madrid, surely. It's going to be Real Madrid, surely, right? I think it's going to be Real Madrid because that's the only team that is remaining. We can't get Barcelona any longer, Dalton. I think Barcelona is done. Let's see. So yeah, Madrid does not have a team from pot two. PSG don't. We can also face PSG. By the way, we could also face PSG. PSG. Yeah, I think for now we can face PSG or Real Madrid. Let's see. I'm starting to get. I'm starting to get it now. I think you're going to face Real Madrid or PSG. Let's see. We can't face Barcelona, Dalton. Oh man, this is so complicated. Peniel says we want a UCL trophy watching from Zimbabwe. Man, that day we'll win that Champions League trophy. Peniel, I don't know what I'm going to do. So we are waiting for either PSG or Real Madrid to go to pot one for us. Let's see. Yeah. Madrid only one opponent so far. Man City is done. Bayern is done. PSG not yet. Okay, so we are going to travel to Inter Milan. That one we know. Just give us. It's going to be Real Madrid or PSG. I'd love PSG. We'll meet you guys in the final, right? Don't worry. We'll face Real Madrid in the final or something. Not now. Watching from Botswana says Jotia, thank you. Can't believe this is real, bro. It looks like a magic to me right now. Well, let them bring anyone. I'm confident Arsenal would surely qualify from the group. There's no longer a group, it's a league now. That's 6 teams. You just need to finish in the top 8. But the higher you finish, the better chance you have of being in the easier side. Like the way they usually do it in the World Cup, where you qualify number 1 and then you have the easier side. That is how you need to do it. So you need to finish like in the top 4 at least. It's like they're speaking in Greek, It's crazy. I'm just seeing buttons being pressed, teams popping up. Live from Kenya says Luca, thank you. Okay, so we can't face Real Madrid. Madrid have been given AC Milan and Atalanta from pot 2. So Ray, we'll see you in the final. I think it could be PSG now. I think PSG is the only team that has not been given a team from pot 1. Yeah, so we can't face Real Madrid. Madrid are going to face Dortmund and Liverpool. Ooh, Liverpool will host Real Madrid. Interesting. AC Milan and Atalanta. Man City, you know it. Bayern, we know it. Okay, so PSG are surely going to be given Arsenal from pot 2. Liverpool are also going to play against Leverkusen. This is interesting. Dortmund are going to face Barcelona and Madrid, both of them. Ooh. There you go. We've gotten our next team. PSG, right? Yeah, just put PSG. I know it's going to be PSG. Just put PSG. Yep, there you go, guys. We are going to play PSG and Inter Milan from pot 1. So we've avoided Real Madrid, we've avoided Barcelona, we've avoided Bayern Munich as well. We are going to play PSG at home and Inter Milan away. So those are the teams we're going to face in pot 1. That is not bad. That is not bad. So now we are waiting the rest of our teams. That's not bad. At least this is not the PSG that once had Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi, and Di Maria. Reginald says PSG and Inter Milan is okay for us. Yeah, for sure. Inter Milan is not easy. Defensively, they're very, very good. Let's see. Man, this is so crazy. Okay, so we have to wait for the next team that you're going to face from pot 2. So pot 2, we are also going to face 2 teams. Let's go to that page. So we are either going to face Leverkusen, Atletico Madrid, Atalanta, Juventus, Benfica, Club Brugge, Shakhtar, and AC Milan. So you're going to get 2 teams from that as well. Give us give us Club Brugge or Shakhtar and then someone. Yeah, I don't know, anyone. I wouldn't mind Leverkusen as well, playing them again. I mean, you already played them. Shadrach, we'll have transfer news immediately after this. There'll be a lot of videos coming up. Yeah, we can't face City because we're from the same country. So you can't face, it's still the same. You can't face teams from your country. We have enough experience. Inter might be a little hard, but I'm confident in beating PSG. You see that Inter Milan game against Arsenal? That could easily be 0-0. Like the way both of those teams defend, it could easily be 0-0. DeMarco and Hakim Chananoglu, that is who you mean, right? I know Inter is not easy, but it's a fair pick for us. Oh yeah, from pot 1. Like, look at these teams that were in pot 1. Real Madrid, Bayern, Inter Milan, Dortmund, Leipzig, Barcelona. I mean, you could maybe argue Leipzig would have been great, but facing PSG and Inter Milan, not that bad. Not that bad, to be honest. So let's go back to, so now they're about to do the pot 2 teams. So let's see. So far I can give you guys the rest of the teams. Madrid, they're going to play these teams they can see on screen. Dortmund, Liverpool, Milan, Atalanta, Salzburg, Lille, Stuttgart, and Brest. Man City are going to play Inter Milan, PSG, Club Brugge, Juventus, Feyenoord, Sporting, Sparta Prague, and Bratislava. Bayern are going to play PSG, Barcelona. They're also going to play Aston Villa. PSG are going to play Man City and Arsenal, both of them. Atletico Madrid, Girona. Liverpool are going to play Real Madrid, Leverkusen, AC Milan, Girona, PSV. We are going to play PSV again, probably, right? We've played PSV the last 2 seasons. Atletico Madrid is the first team out in pot 2. Who are they going to face? Let's see. I have to give it up to these guys as well. It is not easy to get these draws done. Like, even to sit down and to think about this is so complicated. Even if it's done by a computer, they have to sit down and know, okay, this is going to be here. This is going to be here. PSG is more easy than Madrid for sure. I don't have a problem with PSG at home. That should be good. Inter Milan away is the one that is going to be hard. But hey, as we've said, avoiding Real Madrid and those teams. So Atletico Madrid, let me get my phone. I need to see how what guys are saying over on Twitter. So as we await the next teams you're going to face, any team at all, I'm not afraid, says Asongo. Yeah, I mean, if you look at last season, Bayern Munich only beat us by 1 goal. There was a bit of a nerves there. We are not experienced in the Champions League, but now we've been there for a season. We now know what to expect. The new signing for us. So we will have transfer news, guys. Don't worry. Immediately after this stream, we will have transfer news, and tomorrow there'll be a lot of live streams for transfers. We are going to sign someone. I'm 100% sure. Nabs, the king himself. Thank you, bro. So Atletico Madrid have been drawn. Let's see who Atletico Madrid are going to face. Atletico Madrid have been given Leipzig, PSG, Leverkusen, Benfica, Lille, Salzburg, Bratislava, and Sparta Prague. Okay. Club Brugge is the next team out from pot 2. Atalanta, we've been given Atalanta, guys. Atalanta away from home. So we are going to go to Italy twice. You're going to go to Inter Milan and Atalanta. You're going to face Lukman over there. There you go. Atalanta is the next team you're going to face from pot 2. That is not bad as well. That is a good fixture, I guess. Considering you could have had all those other teams, that is not bad. Let's see. Oh, this is so crazy. This is how they're going to be doing the Champions League draws every season. This is so crazy. Mary Mai says, hello, Glenn, long time, bro. Any teams available for us? We don't worry. We are ever good to go, for sure. Arsenal will triumph, says Eroge. Eroge, I think that's how you say it. Menya says he beat everyone, but with no striker, no way. Champions League for sure. Champions League, if you go and play against Bayern Munich without a striker or Madrid, you're definitely going to have problems. You have to take the chances that come your way. I think we're going to get a striker, but who? I cannot tell you who. I have no idea. So we are going to go to Italy twice, not easy. Ronaldo's pressed the button. Who is he given to Leverkusen? So Leverkusen have been given Atletico Madrid. Where's Atletico Madrid? Let me see. Atletico Madrid. Oh, this is so crazy, man. Atletico Madrid. Okay, so where's Atletico? So we can still face Juventus. We can't face Atletico. So Atletico is out. We can't play Atletico. Arsenal is the next team out. So our games are going to pop up right now. So we're going to find out all our games right now in the next 1 minute. Rotich says we are better this season. I agree. Julia says you're doing a good job informing us. I appreciate it. Our teams are going to pop up right now. You're going to be given Shakhtar. Let's see. Yeah, our team is going to pop up right now. Let's see. There you go. There you go. There are teams popping up. You're going to play Shakhtar and Atalanta from pot 2. There you go. Those are our teams, guys. Those are our teams that is completed for us. You're going to face PSG and Inter Milan from pot one, Shakhtar and Atalanta from pot two, Dinamo Zagreb and Sporting again from pot three, and Monaco Girona from pot four. So, what do you guys think of that draw? Those are the 8 teams you're going to face. So, you're going to play PSG at home and Inter Milan away. And then you're going to play Shakhtar at home, Atalanta away, Dinamo Zagreb at home, Sporting away, Monaco at home, Girona away. So, Girona is not the same Girona from last season. I've watched all 3 of their games so far this season. Monaco, the last time we played Monaco in the Champions League, I can tell you it was not great memories. Dinamo Zagreb at home, not bad. Shakhtar at home, not bad. Monaco at home, not bad. That is not bad. I think that is good. To be honest, that is very good because we've avoided all the big teams we could have faced. We didn't get Real Madrid, we didn't get Bayern Munich, we didn't get Leverkusen, we didn't get AC Milan, we didn't get Barcelona. Let me see pot three. So pot three, we've been given Dynamo and Sporting. Let me see which teams we could have been given. So from pot three, it was either we get Feyenoord, Sporting, PSV, Dynamo, Salzburg, Lille, Red Star, Young Boys, Celtic, and we've been given. Where the hell is it going? I don't want to know about Salzburg. I don't want to know about Salzburg. So let me know what you guys make of that draw as it pops back up. We are okay with that, says Erimai. We need both Osman and Nico Williams. Getting both is going to be very hard, Hakim. I think we could get. Why is it showing on screen? What the hell? Let me do this. It would get blocked so quickly. So let me know what you guys make of that. Let me stop sharing the screen for now first. I'll bring it back up. If that gets shown on screen, this video will be blocked so quickly by UEFA. Don't mess around with the UEFA content. Like, they'll block you so quickly. The draw is okay for us. We just need a striker and a backup for Saka. We've been linked to Coman still. So Arsenal's opponents: Inter Milan away, PSG at home, Atalanta away, Shakhtar at home, Sporting away, Dinamo Zagreb at home, Girona away, Monaco at home. So that is great. Okay, it's back up. So let's look at the whole draw now. Thank you, Ake, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. That's a good draw. That is a very good draw. I'm looking at all the teams you could have faced. That is a good draw. Maybe the only thing you can argue is maybe pot four. Maybe if you could have avoided Girona or someone, but that is a good draw, I guess. That is why does it keep bringing fast Girona? I don't want to know about Girona. Let me take a few of your comments. How Arsenal this time? What do you mean by that, Steven? We need to work hard this Champions League draw, says Zimba. We need a good striker and we are good to go, says Rotich. Thank you very much, says Mohammed. You're welcome. We can finish among the top 8 with that draw, says Dalton. Oh, yeah, for sure. Maybe even top 4. Let's see. I want to see all the other teams' draws first, but that is a really good draw. What I love about this new Champions League is that you're going to face different teams. So you're not going to face the same teams every single time. So right now, for example, you're going to play Girona. We've never played Girona. I don't think we've ever played Girona. So let's take a look at all the other teams in case you want to know about the other teams. Let's see. So ours, we've gone through ours. Let's see Real Madrid. Real Madrid are going to face Dortmund, Liverpool. I mean, that is okay for Madrid, I guess. That is good. Madrid will probably win a lot of those. Maybe the hard ones are those ones at the top. Man City. Okay, Man City and Arsenal, who was the toughest? So Man City and Arsenal are both going to face Inter Milan and PSG, right? Yeah, both Arsenal and Man City are going to face Inter Milan and PSG from pot one. That's interesting. We are also going to face Sporting just like them. Okay, I think Man City, because of these teams in pot four, I think it's easier for them, although they have Juventus from pot two. Bayern Munich, not easy. Not easy for Bayern Munich there. PSG definitely very hard. They have to face Man City, Bayern, Atletico, and Arsenal. Now, I think PSG are very sad about that. Let me remove this from screen. Sorry. I think PSG are not going to be happy with that draw because from pot two, they've been given Arsenal and Atletico Madrid. And then they've also been given Girona and Stuttgart from pot four. I don't think they'll be happy with that at all. Let's go to the next team. Liverpool, Madrid, Leipzig, Leverkusen, Milan, Lille, PSV, Bologna, and Girona. Okay. They are going to face Real Madrid. We don't have to face Real Madrid, so I think that makes it harder. Inter Milan have a good draws from pot three and pot four. Red Star, Young Boys, and Sparta Prague. That is good for Inter Milan. Dortmund, they are going to play both Barcelona and Madrid. Leipzig are going to play Aston Villa and Liverpool. Barcelona are going to play Bayern, Dortmund. They have a good pot three, pot four here. Leverkusen, Inter Milan, Liverpool, AC Milan, Atletico Madrid, Salzburg. That is not easy. Atletico Madrid, not easy as well. Atalanta have to play Real Madrid, Barcelona, Arsenal. Juventus have to play Man City, Aston Villa, PSV, Lille. Benfica, not easy for Benfica. That. Club Brugge, oh, God bless them. Dortmund, Man City, Juventus, AC Milan. Shakhtar, Bayern Munich, Arsenal, PSV. Okay, AC Milan are going to play Liverpool. Yeah, after this, so the fixtures are going to come out on Saturday. So on Saturday, we're going to find out which teams you're going to play against, where and where, like when and when. So we don't want, for example, we don't want to get Inter Milan or PSG in the first week because the first week of Champions League, we are playing against Man City against Liverpool, not Man City. Sorry. After the international break, we are playing Brighton this weekend, and then there'll be an international break. After the international break, we'll play against Tottenham after the international break. So after we play against Tottenham, that Tuesday and Wednesday, we could have a Champions League game. We don't want it to be PSG or someone or Inter Milan because we don't want to have Tottenham, PSG, Man City within 6 days. That is very, very hard. So that spot there where you're going to play against Man City and Tottenham in the same week, we want to be playing against Dinamo at home, Shakhtar at home. That will be okay. That will be great for us. So fixtures will come out on Saturday, and then we'll find out how the draw is. Don't worry, guys. Transfer after this draw, transfer news is what you're going to be focusing on from right now all the way to tomorrow. What I see from Arsenal FC is going to Champions League final. So for those who are still asking, so there's a table of 36 teams. You have to make sure you finish in the top 8 to progress to the round of 16. If you finish anywhere between 9th and 24th, you're going to have to go and play a playoffs again with any of those teams that are finished from 9th to 24th. So if you finish in the top 8, you're going to wait until March. You're not going to play any Champions League games until March. You're going to be okay. But this Champions League draw, the reason it's taking more than an hour, it is very complicated. Sunday says the draw is not bad. For sure, that is not bad at all, considering those teams you could have faced. We'll need a striker, says Ailara. To progress further in the Champions League, for sure. The team that we have right now, Ailara, I think the team that we have right now should be able to beat majority of these teams we can see on screen. But after you get through this stage and then you start facing, Real Madrid and Bayern, you're going to need players up front. Our defense is really good. So, like, that is why I'm looking at even a PSG and I'm like, we can keep a clean sheet there, We basically avoided all the big teams, apart from Inter Milan. Inter Milan is a big team to me. Inter Milan is very good. They're in the Champions League final a couple of seasons ago. So on Saturday, we'll know which teams are going to play when. So that is it. Charles says our draw is fine. Mary says thank you for the updates. Thank you. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. This is a new way of doing Champions League, a Champions League draw. Let's see. We can finish Amanda read that already. It's a good draw. What we need is a number 9 says Timmy. A lot of people want a striker. That is the next video after we finish this, like 30 minutes after. That's a nice draw. Nothing to fear, says praise. Dare says it's a very good draw. I agree. Done deal for my beloved team Arsenal, says Max. So I can put it in the chat. Arsenal, PSG, Inter Milan. So there's no home and away anymore. So these days, you're only going to play one game, and then that is it. So from this team that you're facing, we have to beat every single team from pot 3 and pot 4. Although Sporting is not going to be easy, I mean, we found out last time. Actually, the teams that you're facing here, Monaco and Sporting, they've given us some nightmares the last 8 years. So let me see something. So Sporting is going to be away. Oh, so the away fixtures are not easy. I don't think we have an easy away fixture. Inter Milan away, Atalanta away, Sporting away, Girona away. Not easy. So you need to win all your home games here. You need to try and win all your home games, or you win against all the teams that are in pot 3 and pot 4, and maybe even pot 2. Can we finish unbeaten? I don't know. Unbeaten is another thing. If you lose one game, you're probably not going to be in the top 2. Let me see Man City and Real Madrid. Madrid have Dortmund, Liverpool away, Atalanta away. I mean, can I see Madrid losing any game here? Maybe not losing. I can see maybe Madrid drawing 2 games here, but maybe not losing. I mean, you never know with Liverpool and AC Milan and those guys. Man City, can Man City lose any game here? Juventus away, by PSG away. Could Man City lose any game here? I don't think so. Maybe. Okay, the worst I can see Man City and Madrid maybe losing one game. I don't think Man City can lose more than one game here. You never know the new Champions League format, though. You never know. Bayern Munich, I think Bayern Munich are going to lose at least one game here. So you're looking at how many points is this? 8 teams. You're looking at 24 teams to qualify number 1. So if you finish with more than 20 points, you should be good. You should be in the top 2, top 3. So this is crazy. This is new. This is very new. Bisang says Arsenal will qualify from this group. I don't see slaughtering Real Madrid. I see what you did there, Charles. Please subscribe and smash the like button, says RK. We need a striker and a winger. A lot of people are looking for new players. Says Peace. I think this is a favorable draw for us as an Arsenal fan, says Marco, for sure. Liverpool are going to face Madrid, Leverkusen, Milan. I think Liverpool are going to lose at least a game here. Against who, I don't know. The thing with Champions League, you never know. Liverpool could go and lose to PSV away, but they beat Leverkusen and Madrid. You never know. I don't think there's any team that is going to finish with a perfect record. That is going to be very hard. If you finish your group with 8 wins out of 8, you've done incredibly well. It's very hard because now you're going to face at least 3-4 big teams. Barcelona, I can't see them winning every game. Leverkusen, I don't think so. Atletico Madrid, I don't think so. Atalanta, I don't think so. Juventus, let's scroll down and see what the other teams have to face. Feyenoord, Bayern Munich, Man City, okay. PSV, Liverpool, Dinamo Zagreb. So these are the teams that are probably going to go out. If you lose more than 4 games, you're probably out. So very, very interesting, man. Very interesting. So this time, usually the Champions League the groups finish in December, and then there's a break until February. This time, it's not going to be like that. So this time, the Champions League, these groups that I've just shown you over here, we're going to play them all the way to January. So it's going to be more games. Bisong says, Glenn, we have more confidence in the team. Yeah. For me, I really believe in the team. I want us to get a forward player for sure. But the teams that we have in screen, even if Arsenal did not sign anyone at all, we should be able to finish in the top 8. You only need 20 points, win 6 and draw 2 will qualify. I even think even if you win 5 and draw 3, you'll go through in the top 8. But you have to try and finish in the top 4. So the thing is, the way they do the brackets in the World Cup and the AFCON and the Asian Cup, where if you finish top of your group, you go to the left side. If you finish second, you go to the right side. If you want to avoid the likes of Real Madrid and Man City, who you're expecting to finish in the top 4, you also have to finish in the top 4 with them. So if you finish in the top, if you finish, let's say Madrid finish 1 and we finish 2, we can't face them all the way to the final. If Man City finish 1 and we finish 2, we can't face them all the way to the final. So you need to finish at least in the top 4. I think we can be able to finish in the top 4. We can. So Sporting, Monaco, Girona. Do you guys think you're going to finish unbeaten, these 8 teams? Do you think you're going to go through these 8 teams without losing any game? Because Champions League is unpredictable. Remember last season, we went to Porto and lost. Remember, you went to Lens and lost. So you never know. This with Champions League, you can never know which teams are going to lose. Charles says Man City can sweep through without breaking a sweat. Hope you guys can still hear me. Man City can sweep through without breaking a sweat, Charles. Let me see. Like this Champions League, sharing the screen of the Champions League, it's but hey, we found out which teams you're going to play against, so we'll have I'll just post the full draw later on. So I think now we can just focus on the transfer news. So I'll do a couple of videos and then we see how it goes. They are still doing the draw until now, believe it or not. I want to see which teams Aston Villa are going to face, and then it's done. RK says yes. Naomi says great. Charles says, I believe we learned our lessons about Portugal teams. Yeah. Now it's the Champions League website is now hanging. So let me get out of that screen. So I just want to find out which team Aston Villa is playing, and then we can now focus on the Champions League, on the transfer news. Thank you guys for being here throughout the draw. It was a complicated one. The team is doing okay, my brother says Jonathan. Thank you, John. Does away goal advantage apply? Nope, no more away goals. So you just win as many games as you can, try and finish in the top 8. So points and goal difference matter. Next video, Gabriel. Next video will be about transfer news. You need to buy a forward, says Herbert, for sure. It's a good draw. Man City can see through. Okay. So I just wanted to find out which team Aston Villa is going to play, and then I finish this one, and then you're going to do transfer news in the next video. Aston Villa. Okay, what do you guys think of this Aston Villa draw? Do you think they're going to go through? Aston Villa are going to face Bayern, Leipzig, Juventus, Club Brugge, Celtic, Young Boys, Bologna, and Monaco. That's not bad for them. They've avoided a lot. I mean, Bayern, Juventus, but they've avoided a lot of the big teams. I think they'll be happy with this, Aston Villa. I'm not scared of any team, Arnold. That's great, man. Like, that shows you how much we've changed. You know, back in the day, we'd even be scared of facing Burnley away from home, you know? Nowadays, I look at like that fixture on the weekend against Brighton. I'm like, that should be a win. Easy. Awesome. So the Champions League draw, they're still going to carry on for another like 30 minutes. So we can end it there as long as we know which teams you're going to face. Arsenal, Man City, and those guys. I think that is fair enough. So fixtures are going to be out on Saturday. We're going to find out which fixtures you're going to play. And then that is it. So if you're just joining us, we're going to face PSG at home, Inter Milan away, Shakhtar at home, Atalanta away, Dinamo Zagreb at home, Sporting away, Monaco at home, Girona away. So that is it for us. Thank you guys for watching. Let me end it. I need to do some transfer videos. There's a lot of transfer news going on. And yeah, thank you. And I'll catch up with you.